You see, the dam is being built here on the Blue Nile, just 30 kilometres upstream from the Sudan border, and it's caused fierce debate over exactly who owns the Nile and the water flowing in it.
Egypt's President Sisi says the Nile is a question of life, a matter of existence to Egypt.
It's worried that its share of the water will be reduced when Ethiopia starts to fill the massive dam.
There is no Egypt without water. We either have water or there is no future for us.
Further downriver is Egypt, and Egypt's pretty much entirely built around the Nile. An astounding 85% of the country's water comes from just this one source, and some 95% of the country's population live within a few kilometres of this famous river. Canals from the Nile irrigate farms and support cities, agriculture and fishing. The Nile has breathed life into this desert region for thousands of years, and if something were to happen to jeopardise that water source, well, the consequences could be disastrous, and Egypt knows this. Now, to design any kind of dam, let alone a mega dam with a reservoir the size of London, you need a pretty solid grasp on engineering and maths. Tensions in the region are high, and this dam seems to be at the centre of it. Egypt was even reportedly prepared to bomb it to protect their stake in the Nile. So why would Ethiopia risk a potential war, all for a shiny new dam? Well, its government is hoping this megaproject will actually help lift the entire country out of poverty. Half of all Ethiopians today don't have access to electricity. The dam is going to change that. The country is already on the fast track to achieving its economic goals. Ethiopia has become Africa's fastest growing economy, in part boosted by massive investment in infrastructure. During this period of transformational growth, Ethiopia has managed to reduce the number of people living in extreme poverty dramatically, from over 50% of the population to 31%. It's been called the Ethiopian economic miracle, and is becoming a model for other African countries. Major infrastructure projects play such an important role in this process. For its part, Ethiopia has argued that the effects of the dam are going to be minimal on the countries that are downstream, while the benefits will be plentiful and can be shared. But the debate over who can lay claim to the waters continues. Today, talks between the countries have almost completely broken down, with no agreement met, despite the dam now being 90% complete and scheduled to be filled within 3 years. Whatever the outcome, this is a piece of infrastructure that's likely to reshape more than just rivers in the region.